Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks is one of the most popular books on the law of attraction and manifestation. In this video, we'll be breaking down and explaining the 3 key concepts that are mentioned in this book. So, if you would like to learn about the spiritual science of manifestation, make sure to watch until the end of the video and smash up that like button, because it really helps me out. Let's begin. The first concept from Ask and It Is Given is the law of attraction explained. Ask, align, receive. And when you understand this principle, you begin to realize that you're creating your life every single day through your thoughts. But how? How do our thoughts create our reality? Well, it all begins with an idea or a desire. What do you want to manifest? This could be anything from a new job to a dream vacation. Once you have a clear understanding of what you want, you need to align your thoughts and emotions with this desire. And this is where the real work begins. Because it's not enough to just think positively. You must feel positive. You have to truly believe that you deserve this thing that you're asking for. If you have any doubts or limiting beliefs, they will block the flow of abundance and prosperity into your life. Once you have aligned your thoughts and emotions with your desire, you must take inspired action towards it. This doesn't mean that you need to take a bunch of big actions. Sometimes the smallest of actions is all that is needed. For example, if you want to manifest a new job, you may need to update your resume or start networking with people in your industry. Or if you want to manifest a dream vacation, you may need to start saving money or researching different destinations. Whatever you do, make sure that it is aligned with your desire. Once you have taken your inspired action, you must trust that the universe will bring your desire to fruition. This is the hardest part for most people because it requires patience and faith. You have to have faith that the universe is working in your favor, even when you don't see any results immediately. Here is the truth. When you ask, you must also be willing to receive. Many people ask for what they want, but they are not willing to change their lives to match the frequency of their desires. For example, let's say you want to manifest more money. You can ask the universe for financial abundance all day long, but it won't happen until you are willing to change your relationship with money. You must be willing to become a different person, someone who is more aligned with the energy of abundance. This is why it's so important to let go of limiting beliefs about money. If you believe that money is hard to come by, then that is exactly what you will experience in your life. But if you start believing that money flows easily to you, then you will start to see a shift in your financial situation. The key is to focus on becoming the person you want to be, rather than trying to achieve a specific outcome. When you focus on your transformation, you will see that the desired outcome starts to manifest itself naturally. And here's a simple exercise that you can use to get started with the law of attraction. Sit down in a quiet place and close your eyes. Visualize your ideal scenario. See yourself already enjoying the things you want to manifest. Feel the emotions associated with this scenario. Once you have created a clear vision of your ideal scenario, repeat a mantra to yourself. This mantra should focus on the present and future tense. Here is an example. I am grateful for the new job that I have been given. This job is challenging and rewarding. I love going to work each day and I feel great about the contributions I am making. As you repeat this mantra, visualize yourself in your ideal scenario. You should do this exercise for at least 10 minutes each day. As you practice this exercise, you will start to feel more and more positive emotions. You will also start to believe that your ideal scenario is possible. Once you have mastered this exercise, you can move on to other areas of your life. You can use the same technique to manifest financial abundance, better relationships, and good health. Remember, the key to successful manifestation is to focus on becoming the person you want to be, rather than trying to achieve a specific outcome. When you focus on your transformation, you will see that the desired outcome starts to manifest itself naturally. Now let's move on to the second concept from Ask and It Is Given. You're already creating your reality. Do it consciously. We have all heard the saying, your thoughts become things. but what does this really mean? Does it mean that if you think about something long enough, it will eventually manifest in your reality? Well, the answer is yes. However, it's important to understand the power that your thoughts have over your life. Your thoughts create your beliefs, which in turn create your reality. If you think negative thoughts about yourself or your abilities, you will create negative beliefs that will hold you back in life. On the other hand, if you think positive thoughts about yourself and your abilities, you will create positive beliefs that will help you succeed. So, how can you use this knowledge to create the reality you desire? First, you need to become aware of your thought patterns. Pay attention to the thoughts that you think most often. Are they positive or negative? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you need to start thinking positive thoughts. It's not always easy to do, but it is possible with practice. There are many different ways to practice positive thinking. One way is to simply replace negative thoughts with positive ones. For example, instead of thinking I'm not good enough, try thinking I am capable and deserving of success. Another way to practice positive thinking is to focus on the good things in your life. No matter how bad things seem, there is always something to be grateful for. When you focus on the positive, you attract more positive experiences into your life. And here is the truth. The only way to change your reality is to change your thoughts. Your thoughts create your beliefs, which in turn create your reality. So if you want to create a different reality for yourself, you need to start by changing your thoughts. It's not always easy to do, but it is possible with practice. The third and final concept from Ask and It Is Given is Ask and It Is Given. This is the central premise of the book, and it is a powerful concept that can change your life forever. The basic idea is that when you ask for what you want, it will be given to you. But there are some important nuances to this concept that you need to be aware of. First, you need to ask for what you want clearly and specifically. Vague requests are less likely to be fulfilled. So if you want a new car, don't just ask for a car. Ask for the specific car that you want. Second, you need to ask from a place of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can help you manifest your desires more quickly. So, before you ask for something, take a moment to appreciate all the blessings in your life. Third, you need to believe that you will receive what you ask for. Doubt and fear will only block the flow of abundance in your life. So, if you find yourself doubting whether or not your request will be fulfilled, take a moment to calm down and center yourself. Once you have asked for what you want, you need to be patient and trust that it will be given to you. Manifestation takes time, so don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. And here is the truth. When you ask, you must also be willing to receive. Many people ask for what they want, but they are not willing to change their lives to match the frequency of their desires. For example, let's say you want to manifest more money. You can ask the universe for financial abundance all day long, but it won't happen until you are willing to change your relationship with money. You must be willing to become a different person, someone who is more aligned with the energy of abundance. These are just a few of the many concepts covered in Ask and It Is Given. If you want to learn more about the spiritual science of manifestation, I highly recommend reading this book. Now, did you enjoy this video? If so, check out these videos here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it really helps me out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.